Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm leaving Starbucks, and I have to tell you, the whole swapping out the more unhealthy, Frappuccino type drinks for just a plain, double espresso over ice isn't as good, but I'm doing it. I'm committed to making changes because I seem to have hit in a plateau. But I'm going to be doing this weight loss challenge that Beautiful Brown Gravy Doll is doing. But anyways, okay. I don't know what the heck is going on with some of my more conservative friends, but, oh my gosh. I think it's just that they're just so excited about the opportunity of getting President Obama away that it's like it's gone to their heads. Like they have lost their minds. I didn't realize that I could turn on red there. I'm sorry, mister. You beeped at me. Anyways, okay, so I'm sure everyone has heard the drama regarding Mr. Cain, and it came out that some allegations happened in the 90s with some ladies that that worked underneath him. They felt uncomfortable with what he said. They came to some kind of agreement, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, so I'm just going to go out and say this right now. Personally, I don't think he was ever really seriously running for president. I think that he was running for himself so he can get a good book deal and afterwards make a lot more money on speaking gigs. I mean, that's a very efficient way of doing. I mean, look at Mike Huckabee. Look at Sarah Palin. I guess she was actually serious, which is kind of insane when you think about it. Basically, I made a status on my Facebook today, basically saying that, you know what, the joke is over. I don't know why the GOP doesn't seem to understand this, but not any blackface will do. They don't seem to get it. You know what I mean? Like, they keep trying to, and then that damn Ann Coulter, with her funny looking self, had a nerve to say that the black conservatives, she said, our blacks are better. Like, they're more accomplished and they're more this and they're more that. And I'm thinking, bitch, what you mean our blacks? Like you own one or some shit. But never mind, I won't even go there. I already went there, sorry. But I'm like, you guys don't get it. Your guys as blacks aren't even accepted for the most part by black people, because it's like, in order for you to be a conservative black person, you have to like pretend that you don't have cognitive dissonance with some of the issues socially that are affecting you, and you have to pretend that racism isn't there, like that it doesn't affect us. I mean, shit affects within our own community, let alone outside of our own communities. But so I think the status is like, look, not any blackface will do. The joke is over. He needs to go back to selling some pizza so he can get his book deal. I think he's done enough. And he was just like, you're giving him more credence, and he's the best this and this and that. And this is, of course, a white guy. And I was just like, he's like, all you talk about is like race and stuff, and he's better than Obama this. And I'm like, well, first of all, I think that we can judge political candidates for president by their own merits. I don't need to compare everything that Herman Cain or Rick Perry or Michelle Bachmann does against Obama. I think if they have their own record, we can judge them by what they're saying, by their own record. Cain doesn't have much of a public record. He couldn't even get elected to be city dog catcher. He has a record of losing elections. That's what he has a record of. He's never been elected for anything. So I'm like, you ain't never even been elected for anything, and you think that you're going to be president? Come on now, seriously? So that's the first thing, Second thing is he keeps talking. He keeps talking and saying insane things like, what's one, like black walnut, and then have the nerve to try to complain about ethnicism and bigotry towards his way. I'm like, why would you call yourself Black Walnut, knowing gosh darn well what that kind of name kind of implies and all of this, and then have the nerve to like complain about people not taking you seriously and say it's, you know, due to race. Well, you're calling yourself Black Walnut. Okay, you don't debate that well. I mean, it seems like he got worse. He was pretty good, like, in the 90s when he debated Clinton, but now it's like he lost his mojo or something because just didn't do a very good job. So anyways, I see this comment on my Facebook wall, and this guy, he's just like, well, your comments are rooted in socialist dogma. And I'm like, I haven't mentioned anything about his economic plan. I haven't mentioned anything about a social revolution of any sense. All I said is that the guy is a joke, okay? He's walking around Washington with a pimp hat on and rhyming and stuff. And I'm like, you expect people to, like, take you seriously to be president? And then we find out that, you know, and I want to give him a small benefit of the doubt. I don't know what happened with him and the ladies. It wouldn't really surprise me if it really was some kind of misunderstanding, and that's, I mean, things like that, I guess they happen. But he doesn't make himself look very good by trying to prevent them from being able to speak out about it. I think that if you're running for president, anything in your history is fair game. That's just how it is. Like, this is like the toughest interview in the world, and something that big and that juicy there's just no way that you can keep that quiet. And to get mad that people found out about it and like to not answer any questions about it and refuse to break the confidentiality agreement so the ladies can speak, just goes to show you something. It makes you look like you have something to hide. He doesn't want to do that. So that's kind of just like, you can't even be real with us. Come on now. So beyond that, so basically this guy thinks that I'm the racist one because I'm not accepting Cain. And I'm like, that's just one, it just goes to further prove my point. They think that any blackface will do. You think they would have learned with Michael Steele's ass rhyming and shit, trying to act like he has street hood, trying to convince people to become Republican. For goodness sakes, it takes more than a black face to get the black vote. And they need to get that through their head. I think, honestly, and I don't even want to say this, but I almost feel like he doesn't even realize that it is kind of racist on his part. And let me tell you why. It's low expectations. It's like, how to explain what I mean? It's, they think just because he's black, we should automatically go for him. And they are tickled pink at the idea of him running against Obama because they think, oh, you know, Obama only got elected because he's black, so if we have our own black guy, that'll definitely beat him. Well, that's what you get for having a token. By the way, I generally like the president. I'm not one of the hardcore, you know, Obama supporters, but, you know, I support him. He's the president. And for that matter, I even supported Bush. And like when I was arguing with this guy, I was saying, you know, let's just look at the last president. If President Bush would have said, I don't know the, you know, the president of Uzbekistan, you know, the media would have been all over that. Come on. Really? You know, that's the kind of thing that you want to say when you're supposedly running for president, even though I don't think you really are, but please, please. Anyways, this felt like giving an update and telling y'all about it. Boop. Bye.